everybody. Welcome to another video where I test things so you don't have to. And today, me and Blaze, my giant pit bull, will be testing no-spill dog water bowls. So I've had this issue since I've had dogs, which is 9 years now. When they decide to quench their thirst and obtain liquids into their body, they also simultaneously flood the floor around the bowl. I've tried multiple different things. I've tried plastic mats, silicone mats, I've tried bath mats. All of them just get gross, so now I've resorted to just putting paper towels under the bowl and cleaning them up every time they get wet. It's not solving an issue, it's not eco-friendly, and I'm sick of it. And my dog walker stopped by the other day, and when she saw Blaze drink and spill all of his water, she was like, I have the same issue. It's not just that they drip when they walk away, it's that they're flooding everything. They're just throwing water out as they're slurping. She's like, I have yet to find a no drip, no spill water bowl that works. Enter me. This is what I was meant to do. So I have 5 different water bowls here that we're gonna test out over the next 5 days. But what we have here is, this is the big one that I think will probably work the best, but it's very large and looks like it's gonna just get gross. The 10-liter large capacity, reduce the frequency of refilling water. I don't know what this is, but it's a bowl with a mat attached, and it has this little like plastic floaty thing that stops it from then like dunking their heads in. My issue with these types of bowls is they get kind of moldy. You do have to wash them more frequently, I believe, than you would a normal water bowl, and like more in depth, but you're supposed to be washing your water bowls anyway, so it doesn't matter. The next one up is the No Spill Water Bowl by This again has another little device in it to keep the dog from completely dipping their head in, therefore reducing the splash out as they drink. Okay, this one I believe I have had before. I have had this one before, and you do have to thoroughly clean this often because it gets moldy up in this business. But again, another one that as the water fills, this comes up and it floats here. As the dog drinks it, it goes down, but it prevents splash. These two are quite similar, except this has a line all the way around it, which I think would increase your chances of like mold and buildup more than this one. Also your vibe, do you want clear so you can see the water line, what's in it, or do you want it so you can't see anything? And then lastly, we have this one, which I believe was the cheapest option, and it's just a smaller hole. I don't even know if he'll fit his head in that, but how do you get this off? Okay. Yeah, that's gonna get gross in there. I promise you that. But those are the 5 different bowls. Let's rinse them and get to testing. The culprit, the problem. So I'm gonna scrap this one. I'm gonna put down a new paper towel so we can see how much splash happens. Okay, the Up Sky is the first one we are testing. Rinsed it. Again, do you know? Okay. From the first go, he said no thank you, but he also just might not be thirsty. He was more just intrigued by what this was. Do you want some waters? Come here. Okay, drips have happened, and that's okay. Less than normal. But as you see with this one, hold on, let me put my light on it so you can see better. The water is like hovering right here, and as he pushes it down, more water comes up. Thank you, bud, for getting right in the way of the camera. I wasn't expecting you to be there. Hello. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go phone angle here. Well, it has made a little bit of a mess, but not a big mess as I'm used to. Oh, already splashed. Oh, that's bad. That one, get out of my turkey! Keep in my turkey! Sit. Thank you. All right, that was just gonna be montage because I thought he wouldn't drink it till we came back from our walk, but he immediately drank it and it immediately spilled everywhere. Thank you for the kisses. Well, that one didn't work, and he just shook water all over my leg. Okay, chaos. This one is a giant no. Good boy. Not no to you, you did great. Here's treats. That's a stupid
stupid bowl and I'm returning it. It's just as flooded as if I didn't have the cappy thingy-mabob.
Look at my floor.
Well, we have one for sure that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm not even letting this bowl be here any longer today. We're immediately gonna replace it with this bowl, which is a version very similar to the first bowl, except it doesn't have a clip that goes all the way around. And you can see the water, which I think is probably a good thing in case there's something in there, it's mucky. That's sometimes how I can tell Snoop has had a nosebleed, is if there's blood in his water. So I'm gonna clean this up and put the new one in. And yes, this is a very oh, we're thirsty still. Okay, we wanna make a little bit more of a mess before I cleaned it all up? Thank you. But yes, this video is very chaotic just because when Blaze drinks, it's right after walks. Oh, this is so gross. And that is in the morning for me. Okay, just soaking wet. Everything is soaking wet. That down, and then this new one down. And let's see what happens. Oh, barely any splashing. We got a little backsplash there, and that's from when he pulled his head out. This one looks good, bud. Does it taste good? Yeah. So far, I think the ones with the little up and downies, floaty things are the best. And I'm liking this one because the other one has a clip that you have to pop off, and it's kind of hard. This one, it's just rubber, and you can just pull it out slowly like that, and you put it in slowly like that. All right. We'll see how this one does throughout the day.
Okay, I think this one, they're both by the same company, I realized. Upsky, both I think work great. You really have to see whatever I'm doing, huh? I can't just do. Now I'm about to give you a fresh one. The only spills that come from this is when he walks away, but the two Upsky ones make it so that the dogs don't dunk their entire heads so they don't get like completely drenched, and then it makes it so it doesn't splash out as much. Both are great. I think this comes to if you want to be able to see the water versus not. And then also I do like that this one isn't a clip. Blaze, you're right. I like that there's no clip that you have to undo for this one. You just slide it in. I feel like it's less likely to get gunky, moldy, gross, bacteria, whatever. You should wash your water bowls often, but just in case you skip a day, I feel like this one's less likely to get gross. And I like being able to see the water, but that's just me. All right, we're going to switch out. This paper towel is a little wet. We'll replace it. And then we're gonna try the Hiavo. Here we go. Fresh paper towel so we can see the drips. Now this one, the Hiavo, is stainless steel. It definitely is the most water holding so far. And it has this lip on it that's actually very annoying to undo. You twist it and then you can pull it off. And it's the same system as the last Upsky one. But I have to say, it's not the best to get on and off, especially once there's water in here. It's not on all the way. I'm struggling. There it goes. All right, that's on. I don't know how much I'm gonna like this one, but let's see if Blaze likes it. Blaze! All right, well, seems about the same drippage as the last. Should we go on a stroll and see how much you drink out of it afterwards? Yeah, you'd like that, huh? Just a smidgen of a splash. Okay. You like that one? Or did you just like the bonus walk you got to go on? Yeah, let's do it again. This one I think works the same as the Upsky ones, but this is stainless steel and the Upsky ones are plastic. So that is a personal preference. But this one does hold more water, which I don't think is great for Blaze because he likes fresh water daily. See how it's barely splashing out the back end. And then he spills. Okay, so all of them he splashes out over here towards him as he drinks. But don't lick my knee. Not lick my knee, please. Good
job. But that one blue one just spilled everywhere like a normal bowl. You're liking this video, huh? Yeah. Y'all, this next one is massive. Hold on. I'm gonna put this down just cause, even though I don't even need it. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, good job. We're gonna go on our walk, we'll come back and he'll test this out for real. Guys, I have so many thoughts already. We'll get to it after our walk. Want some water? Good boy. All right, there doesn't seem, oh, a little splash out the back. A little splash out the back. Okay, he seems to be a little bit more hesitant with this one. All right. It seemed to work as well as the other ones. This one though is massive. Let me just put one of the upsky ones next to it to show you the difference. So I think this one is my favorite. Okay, well, and I think maybe his favorite too. He was still, you needed to taste that one. You're in my frame. Get out of here. Still in, that's my frame. Your part's done. Do you see the size difference between these two? The water in this is gonna get so foul. Halfway through that, Blaze won't drink it anymore. This, I feel, I was doing this in front of Abby. She's like, that has to be if you own like a doggy daycare or multiple Great Danes or multiple labs that love water. This is for a singular Blaze. But this has a mat that comes with it that did catch things, I will say. Do you need to breathe right here? Is this where you need to breathe? It was very intricate putting... Just give him a second. Yeah, this took so long to fill up. But I will say, one thing that this one has that no one else does is a... Why are you sniffing the camera? Is a filter on the underneath part here. I don't know how well it works. I can't. I don't know how well the filter works. It says to replace it every 3 months. This one does come with a lot more, but I don't think it's feasible for a 1 dog or even 2 dogs that don't drink an immense amount of water. I feel like all of my dogs just drink a normal amount, but 2 of them don't like to share water out of bowls that other dogs have had water out of. Okay, you know what's gonna happen here? I'm gonna go shower and do my makeup and then do a final walkthrough of all 5 bowls. And there are some flaws within some of them, such as how difficult it is to clean them. Okay, see you in 2 seconds. Hi, I put makeup on. Okay, now I'm gonna give my final thoughts, but show you how these bowls operate so that you can see why I'm having my thoughts. So the worst bowl we had is definitely this one. It did not prevent any splashing. He was still able to stick his entire head in this water. Plus, the unclipping this factor is terrible. It is very hard to get this off, and I'm surprised I didn't spill just now. You'd think it's like an easy, like, oh yeah, it makes sense. No, this bowl, absolute garbage at the bottom. In 4th place, we have Big Bertha here. For me personally, this is just too big. It's too heavy to carry around. The water would get gross by the time you needed to replace it to the point where he probably wouldn't drink it anymore. This is not for small dogs. It's so tall that it has to be a tall dog in order to get to the center here. But this is how this one operates. You have this, which is not sealed tight, so it does spill out the sides of this, which I thought was kind of a design flaw. Then you have the giant floating tray with the filter inside. Now, again, if you have multiple large dogs that drink like a fish, or a sailor touching land for the first time in a year, is that an insult to sailors? Yeah, you guys need to drink. Anyway, this might work, but for me and my dog situation, this is just too big, too much. I do like the mat it came with, but I can just get a silicone mat to place under any of these other ones. Now, tied for 2nd/3rd, I can't decide who is who. It depends on if you want stainless steel or plastic, or if you need a bigger container or a smaller container. But these two, the Upsky white one and the stainless steel one, are pretty much tied for me. Again, this is stainless steel, this is plastic, this is smaller, this is bigger. I don't like the clip on this one. I've had issues with it in the past. You can't see the water inside, you can't see how gross it is, but it functions really well. So that's good. This one, stainless steel and bigger, but I don't like this snap-on factor. It's actually very hard to maneuver, especially when this is super full of water. It's not fun. There we go. And then this is easy. You have to stick your hand in. This is easy to get this part in and out. It's a fine bowl. It functions well. I just don't like the twist part of it. I feel like it's really difficult to maneuver, especially when it's full of water. Now, in first place for my current situation with Blaze, who is the one that makes the biggest mess, is this one. It has a little lip, so it does prevent a little less splash. It doesn't have a clip. The clip is the thing that gets gross, and this slides right out. You can see the amount of water still left and how gunky it is. It's easy to fill, easy to replace. I think it's just the right size where the water wouldn't get too gross before it ran out. So yeah, the Upsky clear one, and I think it has, I thought it had little markings. Oh, there are little markings to tell you how many liters. This is a 2-liter one. I think this one is a great choice. This is definitely my number one, and the one I will continue using for Blaze Boy. But that's it. Those were my 5 no-spill water bowl tests. All of them worked except PetMate one. That really does depend on your personal preference. Do you want stainless steel? Do you want plastic? Do you want it to be massive, or do you want it to be just like average size? But all of them definitely cut down on splashing versus a regular bowl. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If there is ever anything you want me to test, please let me know down below. I will test things so you don't have to. I will waste my time, my money, my energy, and sometimes my appetite for your benefit. It can be anything from gadgets to food to clothes to websites. I don't care. But please subscribe to see videos every Tuesday on this channel. You can also check out my vlog channel where I post Monday through Friday. I also have a podcast channel called Rachel Uncensored, one of the very few places on the internet you can find an uncensored version of me. I also have a podcast with my sister called Sweet and Salty Sisters, also known as Sass. You can find that over on Patreon. I am all over all of the social medias. The links to everything are down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you, Blaze, for your help. You're welcome.
You just watched Rachel's video. She probably put links on the screen to self-promote, like pics of herself, and subscribe to see more, and trying to get you to buy from her merch store. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. She gotta make that money, honey, we're all the same. Well, except she's gay. Don't you support the LGBTQIA? Then subscribe today.